Oh man, Goodfellas. What a wild ride of a movie. You're in for one of the greatest gangster stories ever told. It's directed by Martin Scorsese, so you know it's going to be intense, stylish, and full of those fast-paced, did that just happen moments. This movie is based on the true story of Henry Hill, a mobster who started small and worked his way up into the big leagues. Alright, let me break it down for you. The movie kicks off with this unforgettable line: as far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. That's Henry Hill, played by Ray Liotta, narrating, and with that one line, you're sucked right into the heart of New York's mob scene. Henry grows up idolizing the gangsters in his neighborhood, and as a kid, he starts working small jobs for the local mobsters. Eventually, he gets noticed by the big dogs, Paulie Cicero, Paul Sorvino, the local mob boss, and two guys who become his best friends, and sometimes worst enemies, Jimmy Conway, Robert De Niro, and Tommy DeVito, Joe Pesci. Jimmy's the smooth, charming type, always thinking a few steps ahead. Tommy, though, man, Tommy is unhinged. Pesci plays him to perfection. He's short, temperamental, and completely unpredictable. You never know when he's going to snap. There's this one famous scene where Tommy's joking around with Henry, but then he suddenly goes all, "What do you mean? I'm funny." Funny how? And the whole room goes tense. It's this masterclass in tension, because Tommy can flip from joking to murderously angry in a second. As Henry grows up, he becomes more involved in their crimes, everything from stealing trucks to robbing airports. And he loves every second of it. He's living the high life: money, women, power. He marries Karen, Lorraine Bracco, who gets sucked into the glamour of the mob lifestyle too, but also starts realizing just how dangerous this world really is. There's one scene where Karen is holding a gun in Henry's face while he's asleep because she's mad at him for cheating, and it's one of those moments where you're like, wow, things are really spiraling out of control. And they do spiral, big time. There's this massive heist at the Lufthansa airport, which scores the crew millions of dollars. But instead of things getting better, everyone starts getting greedy, and Jimmy, who's getting more paranoid, starts killing off anyone who could rat them out or draw attention. It's brutal. There's even a part where they find one of the guys they killed frozen in a meat truck. Classic Scorsese, stylishly violent. But the real heart of the story is Henry's journey from the top to rock bottom. See, Henry gets deeper into drugs, selling them, snorting them, and it all starts catching up with him. There's this one day where everything's happening at once. He's driving around, paranoid about a helicopter following him. He's got to pick up guns, meet his drug dealers, and cook dinner at home. The way Scorsese shoots this scene makes you feel as frantic and strung out as Henry is. It's pure cinematic genius. Eventually, Henry gets busted, and with the FBI breathing down his neck, he realizes the only way to survive is to rat out his friends. And that's a huge deal. In the mafia, you never betray your friends, but Henry's got no choice. He enters the witness protection program, and the movie ends with him living a painfully ordinary life. He's no longer a gangster, he's just some guy living in the suburbs. He delivers one last monologue, talking about how he misses the excitement, and it's almost tragic. You can tell he hates this normal life, but there's no going back. And of course, I can't forget to mention the music. Scorsese packs the film with classic rock hits, from Tony Bennett to the Rolling Stones, that add even more energy to the already intense scenes. In the end, Goodfellas is this exhilarating, chaotic story about power, greed, loyalty, and betrayal. It's got some of the best performances ever. Joe Pesci even won an Oscar for his role, and it's full of these unforgettable moments that stick with you long after the credits roll. Let me know if you want me to throw together an image of one of the iconic scenes from the movie.